morning. I'm Shannon Peoples, and I have the privilege of serving as the Director for the Office of Pre-Collegiate Student Services alongside a team of remarkable individuals: Sadie, Kirsten, Tyra, Kim, our delightful student employees, Latasha, Sierra, Brianne, Rachel, and Star, and our incomparable instructional staff. You help us to be phenomenal every day. Dr. Natisha Small, thank you for your continued leadership, tireless support, and great sacrifice. Together, we're fortunate to celebrate another major milestone of service to the St. Louis community. 36 years of exemplary college access and success, with an insurmountable number of testimonials and student accomplishments. As a nation, we were hoping that our world would have returned to a sense of normalcy. We're still doing the work of healing and rising as a nation and as a community. Our students and parents continue to display an incredible amount of resilience and deserve to be celebrated in a grand fashion in recognition of their perseverance through yet another year of the COVID-19 pandemic. Although we are not physically together, the conscientious of community still binds us together and allows us to share in the pride of the moment and the joy of today. Students, this day is all about you. We see you, we applaud you, and we believe in you. Parents, families, school officials, and members of the campus and surrounding community, we invite you to join us as we take you on a journey of recognition and celebration of the extraordinary students that we've had the pleasure of serving this year. To begin our program, I'd like to introduce our esteemed Mistress and Master of Ceremony, Mr. Charles Ferris, Senior at Rittner High School, and Ms. Lauren Simpkins, Senior at Narings Hall High School.
Hello, my name is Charlie. I'm a senior at Rittner High School. I am very active in my high school and have been on our varsity baseball team for 4 years. For the 2 years, I've been both part of student council leadership for my class and our school orchestra. After high school, I plan on attending Elmsville or Maryville University and majoring in sports management. The Bridge program has helped me tremendously throughout my college process. Bridge showed me how to select a college that would be the right fit for me and how to research and apply for scholarship opportunities. My biggest takeaway from the Bridge program is the confidence that I have gained from my participation. Before Bridge, I was completely lost in the college navigation process, and after 4 years, I am now confident that I am taking the right steps to work towards reaching my future academic and career goals.
Hi, my name is Lauren. I'm a senior at Narings Hall High School. It gives me great joy to finish my high school career as a 4-year participant and graduate of the UMSL Bridge program. I serve as president of Narings Hall's Diversity Club and treasurer of the Model UN Club. I'm a member of the National Honor Society and the Narings Hall Honors Choir. I hope to attend my top choice school, Washington University in St. Louis, and major in political science with a minor in Spanish. I look forward to studying abroad during my time in college as well. The Bridge program has helped me become a more independent thinker and gain a better understanding of what works best for me in a collegiate environment. Bridge has empowered me to realize that not only was I capable of attending the school of my choice, but establishing a plan to get there. Lastly, Bridge has educated me on what it takes to achieve my dream of becoming a lawyer. Today, it is our honor to welcome you to the 36th UMSL Bridge Program Express Scripts Saturday Academy Award Recognition Ceremony. The past 2 years, we have all had to contend with the COVID-19 pandemic, but yet we continue to rise. Even in the midst of this crisis, the UMSL Bridge Program Saturday Academy never stopped challenging us to be our best academically and allowing us to experience creative learning concepts. I think I could speak for myself and my peers in saying that the memorable experiences we've had over the past 5 months are ones that we won't ever forget. We are extremely excited that each of you are here to celebrate our success with us in life.
We want to thank you for sharing this exciting time with us as we prepare for the next step in our academic journey. For the past 4 years, I have had the privilege of sharing and thought-provoking experiences with my fellow peers here at the Bridge program. I am absolutely certain that our participation will continue to have a positive impact on our future education. We thank you for joining us this morning as we gather to celebrate the completion of the program. To begin our program, we would like to invite the University of Missouri St. Louis Chancellor, Kristen Solblick, to share in this morning's welcome. Following Chancellor Soblick, University of Missouri St. Louis Provost Stephen Berberich. Please welcome Chancellor Kristen Soblick.
Welcome, everyone, and thank you to the many family members, friends, and supporters joining us today, at least virtually, to celebrate the University of Missouri St. Louis's Saturday Academy closing ceremony. I am Kristen Soblick, Chancellor of the University of Missouri St. Louis, and on behalf of our UMSL community, we congratulate and celebrate our 2022 Bridge Program graduates. I am so excited about the advancement of the University of Missouri St. Louis. We are ranked as a Tier 1 National Public Research University by U.S. News & World Reports. And in fact, we've moved up 42 spots in the last 2 years. That's a huge jump. And we've done it because of our student success parameters, our retention and our graduation rates that keep increasing. And we are now ranked at the top in the nation for public urban universities for those retention and graduation rates. This is a great place to come because we have a very diverse student body that represents St. Louis. And because of those high retention and graduation rates, we literally produce the most diverse college-educated workforce in the entire state of Missouri. We have wonderful wraparound services that frankly mirror the services that you just came out of. So come and join us at the university. And in fact, when I joined the UMSL community, I was immediately impressed with our university's focus on preparing middle and high school students, as well as their families, to be successful in navigating their college-going journeys. This incredible focus is led by Dr. Natisha Small and her fantastic team who work tirelessly to provide excellent, innovative, and programming each and every year that transforms the potential of a college degree to an absolute given for countless students. Dr. Small, it is such a pleasure to work with you, and I thank you for your passion and energy. I also want to acknowledge and thank Shannon Peoples, Director of the UMSL Bridge Program. We are so appreciative of your oversight of this amazing program, and I want to give a big thank you to all of our wonderful teachers and support staff. Without you, none of this would be possible. Finally, I want to share gratitude for our partnership with Express Scripts. Their generous support of the Bridge program has provided UMSL with the opportunity to expand the Saturday Academy program and created the Express Scripts Bridge Program Scholarship. Express Scripts was the first and only Fortune 500 company in the U.S. to establish its headquarters on a college campus, right here at UMSL, and we are so grateful for their continued support in educating St. Louis, Missouri, and beyond. To our graduating seniors, congratulations to you all for surviving and thriving through the Saturday Academy. You are now prepared to take on the world. I continue to be so impressed with the success of our Saturday Academy students, 100% of whom go on to college. It truly doesn't get any better than that. Kudos to you all for taking advantage of this opportunity. I know with absolute certainty that each of you individually, as well as your families and friends, will feel proud as you move forward in your educational journey. Of course, as UMSL Chancellor, I hope that journey will be here at the University of Missouri St. Louis. But no matter where you go, whatever your focus, we all congratulate you on this important milestone. Best wishes to each of you as you move onward and upward.
As author and philosopher Gilbert Chesterton said, education is simply the soul of a society as it passes from one generation to another. Today, we pass this torch of knowledge on to your generation. As you take these initial steps towards your higher education journey, please know that the University of Missouri St. Louis is here for you, with you, and is absolutely in your corner. Your pursuit of higher education is commendable, a pursuit that will not only transform your individual lives, but that of many others in unknown and unimaginable ways. We at UMSL are thankful to be part of that pursuit. So, on behalf of the Office of the Provost at the University of Missouri St. Louis, I want to express our sincere congratulations to all of our 2022 Bridge Program graduates. You have much to be proud of today as you graduate from a leading national program focused on collegiate preparation and preparedness. Through this program, each of you have immersed yourselves in core areas of mathematics, science, written and oral communication, all designed to enhance your own personal and professional development, college planning, and career research. Our outstanding UMSL Bridge team understands that a promise of a college degree is not a given for all. It takes determination and drive, of course, but it also takes encouragement, support, and community. I hope that your time in the UMSL Bridge program has done just that, provided you with the encouragement and support to know that you can and will earn a college degree. Congratulations to our 2022 UMSL Bridge program graduates.
Thank you, Chancellor Soblik and Provost Beveridge. We appreciate your ongoing support and commitment to the educational access and to this outstanding group of nearly 400 students that completed the Saturday Academy. And to the Bridge Program team, Shannon Peoples, Sadie Weiss, Kirsten White, Tyra Wickelson, and Kim Nolan, thank you for your extraordinary leadership. Know that your unwavering commitment and authentic passion demonstrated to do this important work to serve students and families in the St. Louis community and beyond is greatly valued and appreciated. Thank you for all that you continue to do to empower participants to achieve lifelong success. To UMSL faculty and staff, we thank you for your support of this program's mission to engage the community. Parents, we are grateful and honored that you allow us to work alongside you during this journey of preparing your student for the successful matriculation to college. And last, to our K-12 partners, we could not be more honored and touched by the collaborative partnerships that we have established with you over many years. Your significant contributions to engage students in this program has allowed us together to make an impact that has been unimaginable. Thank you for taking time to honor students today and share in this celebration of their success. And now you will hear from Superintendent Tim Peccarero, who represents one of many of our incredible K-12 partners.
For years, the UMSL Bridge program has played a vital role in preparing our students for post-secondary success. From participating in academic enrichment courses to learning how to better plan for college, the program has benefited our students every step of the way. The UMSL Bridge program provides our students with the tools, support, and confidence to see themselves not only applying to college, but more importantly, attending and graduating from college. Students who have participated in the program understand the college application process much better than the average senior, and they are far more prepared and engaged in their own college journey. Many of our students experience increases in academic success during high school because of their participation. We've had students demonstrate significant improvement in their college entrance exam scores, and many of these students attribute that success directly to courses they've taken with UMSL. Students are more prepared and confident. In addition to the outstanding academic components the UMSL Bridge program offers, our students also benefit from meeting with and working alongside so many other students from our region who come from different walks of life. Our goal is to support each one of our students as they navigate their unique path after high school. This program complements that effort. The UMSL Bridge program is truly working in the space of increasing access to higher education for our students. I value our partnership, and I'm thankful our students have the opportunity to participate in this incredible program.
As a result of the collaborative work with parents, campus, corporate, and external community partners, We are proud to serve nearly 5,000 students and families annually through a variety of our pre-collegiate program offerings. At this time, we will turn the program over to our very capable Mistress and Master of Ceremony, Lauren and Charles.
As a student that has greatly benefited from the Saturday Academy, we want to thank Express Scripts Cigna for their generosity in supporting the UMSL Bridge program. Just as essential as the campus and community partners, so are our parents. On behalf of myself and my peers, parents, guardians, and caretakers, we want to thank you all for all that you do to care for us and empower us to be our best. But you don't have to take my word for it. Take a listen for yourself. Please welcome Bridge parents, Mr. and Mrs. Hines.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to share our experience with the Bridge program. My name is Tracy Hines.
And my name is Ahmed Hines.
And we would like to take a brief moment to share the positive experience we've had as parents as our son participated in the Bridge program.
Our son has accelerated in his high school career over these few years, and he's accelerated even more because of the Bridge program. He's very enthusiastic about finding out what's going to be his post-secondary education experience, and we're having fun going along that journey with him. With the Bridge program, it really gives him some insight on what exactly his focus will be in life, like what career he really wants to pursue, and homing in on that and making sure that that's where his focus is.
Absolutely. We sit at the kitchen table and he's excited about the mail that he's received from universities and really being more thoughtful with the courses that he's taken this year so that he can be better prepared when he enters his post-secondary experience. And we attribute that to the courses that he takes and the classes on Saturdays. He's very enthusiastic and he is really, really being more focused and centered on the decisions that he's making now because he knows how important it is for him in the future.
Absolutely. And the Bridge program also has a great community amongst the parents and the classes that they include the parents on occasionally. Not as much as the students, of course, but I think it is a great tool that they have where the parents can all kind of get together and listen to the different counselors and other resources that they have for you if you have any questions about when your child leaves for college. And with us being parents of a child that's in college already and now getting ready for a second child to go to college, it's an adjustment. Each one is different. Mm-hmm. So I think the Bridge program helps parents kind of center themselves and prepare for it also. So it's just a great community all around to be a part of.
Absolutely. And one thing that I've really appreciated about the Bridge program is the communication. We know everything that's going on in the Bridge program. We receive frequent updates, emails, and just having the opportunity to come together as parents on those Saturday meetings has really been beneficial. It has caused us to think a little bit differently about the decisions that we are making and just to bounce ideas off of other parents who are going through some of the same experiences as we are has really been helpful as we continue to provide ongoing support for our child.
Absolutely. It's just a great community to be a part of.
Yes, thank you so much. We are extremely excited that our child had the opportunity to participate in the Bridge program, and we are so thankful for the experiences that he's been afforded to participate in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Hines. We have been fortunate to be surrounded by a wonderful team of instructors that challenge us to do our very best, both inside and outside of the Bridge program classroom. I am pleased to introduce Ms. Sadie Weiss, Assistant Director for the Office of Pre-Collegiate Student Services, to share a summary of what students experienced during Saturday Academy.
We would like to take a moment to recognize our Saturday Academy instructors and the incredible contributions they make to the UMSL Bridge program. Our instructors deliver curriculum designed to prepare students for high school completion and college matriculation. Students enrolled in our Saturday Academy program participate in a variety of engaging activities in each of their courses. The intensive writing courses cover the mechanics of the English language, challenge students to become stronger writers, and help students find their own voice. Our career and personal development and college preparation courses walk students through the career and college planning process. Students are introduced to educational and career options and are provided tools and resources to help them explore their interests and identify their strengths. In our math and science courses, students explore concepts that challenge them to think critically and engage in activities that enhance their ability to perform well on college entrance exams. We truly appreciate the hard work of our instructors and their commitment to teaching and inspiring our students. This was our second year of delivering successful virtual programming, and we couldn't have done that without each of our instructors. We want to give a huge shout out to Kevin Becerra, Ryan Boyd, Aaron Clark, Cameron Connor, Bernita England, Christopher Evans, Monica Fleischer, Lori Gill, Angie Hawthorne, Brandy Jenkins, Sam Llanos, Emma Loom, Amber Mitchell, Andrew Smith, Greg Taylor, Kelly Taylor, Larglindale Wallace, Kirsten White, and Cherie Yeagans. Thank you for your dedication to our program.
We echo your sentiments, Ms. Weiss. Our Bridge program instructors are some of the best and the brightest in preparing youth today. At this time, please enjoy UMSL's own Everybody's Band as you watch the video that provides you with a snapshot of the many activities that participants are exposed to during the Saturday Academy.
525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments so dear, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights, in midnights, in sunsets, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter and strife. In 525,600 minutes, how do you measure a year? How about love? How about love? How about love? How about Seasons of love, 525,600 minutes, 525,000 journeys to plan, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man? In times that she learned, or in days that he cried, bridges he burned, or the way that she died. It's time now to say that though the story never ends, let's celebrate, remember a year in the life of a man. Remember the love. 525,000 journeys to plan. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man? In times that she learned, or in days that he cried. Bridges he burned, or the way that she died. It's time now to say that though the story never ends, let's celebrate, remember a year in the life of friends. Remember the love, 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 measuring love, seasons of love, seasons of love, 525,600 minutes, 525,000 journeys to plan, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man? In times that she learned, or in days that he cried. Bridges he burned, or the way that she died. It's time now to say that though the story never ends, let's celebrate, remember a year in the life of friends. Remember the love, 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 measuring love, seasons of love, seasons of love, seasons of love, seasons of love.
Charles, the slideshow makes me even more excited about what the future holds, especially when things return back to normal. I hope you enjoyed the slideshow and music. To continue with our program, I would like to introduce my fellow peer, Zaki Branch, to share his experience with the program as another longtime participant.
Hello, everyone. My name is Zaki Branch, and I am a current senior at Lafayette High School in Wildwood, Missouri. My college plans will include me going to study psychology at the University of Oregon in Eugene, Oregon in the fall of this year. All of my college plans have been tough, but thanks to the Bridge program, I feel comfortable with my decision. 4 years ago, I would have never thought I'd be giving a speech for this program, and I was a first-year Bridge student, rising sophomore, who did not know what to expect from Bridge. Throughout the introductions on the first day, I met new people and people that I still talk to today. We were in the same classes, and we formed a pact. It was us 5 against everything. Besides the never-ending friendships I've made in this program, the most important thing is drive and staying engaged. Bridge staff work very hard to prepare you for the steps ahead. All the teachers that I've had during this program have been phenomenal with the curriculum. This program isn't a joke. You are taking courses that will benefit you in life. I learned so many things, like how to build a resume, how to make a solar cooker. I even learned how to do geometry going into my sophomore year, which really helped me out a lot. Bridge shapes you into becoming the person that you want to be. Without Bridge, I would not have had the chances that I have right now. So, little sophomore me, you were right. Because as a senior, graduating from high school, going on to my dream college, I hit an absolute home run. And to all the underclassmen watching, stick with it, because it feels amazing. And to all the seniors watching, you did it, we did it, you've proven to yourself that you can do it. And wherever life takes you, seniors, I know we will build nothing but greatness into the world. Thank you all for a wonderful 4 years, and once again, congratulations.
That was truly inspirational, Zaki. Your speech represented us all well, and I am glad to be in the 2022 graduating class with you. To continue with our program, I have the honor of introducing our keynote speaker for the morning, Mr. Darius Williams. Darius Williams is a proud newlywed and a husband, future father, man of faith, son, brother, friend, mentor, minister, academic, motivational speaker, and poet. Motivated by his lessons from his mother and father, mentors, experiences, and Christian faith, Darius has dedicated his life to the service of others. For this reason, and for all people of his life's calling is to empower unheard voices to be finally heard and to see unknown dreams ultimately become known. Born and raised in Newport News, Virginia, Darius's deep passion for storytelling and social advocacy has long since compelled him to be a service-oriented leader and active community member. Those passions were refined at Wake Forest University and the University of Notre Dame, where he contributed to poverty policy, advocated for educational inequity, taught middle school literature in inner city Mobile, Alabama, as well as traveled as an ambassador, educator, motivational speaker, and spoken word poetry artist as far as Venice, Italy, Brian Tre, Vietnam. Today, his role is Executive Director of Life Arts. His advocacy for educational, therapeutic, and workforce equity continues. His heart for racial, economic, and environmental justice continues to shine as he continues to cultivate and empower the next generation of future-ready leaders for today's social challenges.
When I was your age, all of y'all's ages, when I had less beard and a whole lot less fat here, man, I had that same passion, that same desire, that same zeal to build something, to build my story, my family, my narrative, my legacy. I had the blueprints. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. But man, I also had an excellent mentor, a treasured mentor, a great builder who paused me. And he told me what I am going to tell you all today. He said, you're going to become a great builder. And you're going to build something that impacts the world. But first, lay your foundation. Lay your foundation. Those words still, they regurgitate, they are echoed in my mind. And I remember asking him, what are you talking about? Because it was problematic. He dropped me with this amazing statement, and then he just hung up the phone. He didn't explain it to me. If you ever met an old person that speaks in riddles and parables like Master Yoda or Jesus, that was this mentor. So anyways, I called him back naturally. Because, man, you can't do that, man. And he laughed, and before he laughed, and before he continued to explain, he showed me a picture. He pulled up a picture when we were just FaceTiming. And the picture was of a Florida town after a devastating Category 5 hurricane. It completely destroyed the entire town. Wood, brick, steel beams, entire lives were scattered across the sands except for one house. This one house, it seemed so confident, defiant, it seemed so bold and crass. When I was trying to understand, I asked my mentor why. And he replied, lay your foundation. Then he explained to me that this owner and his family, they didn't use different materials than the houses around it. The only difference was that this family took its time, year after year, a long, long time, to build a foundation so that when that Category 5 hurricane was to come, when the 150 mile per hour winds, the sea surges, and when they hit this house, it would stand. He explained to me that when a house is overwhelmed, it falls back on what it knows, and that's its foundation. Its capacity to stand beyond the storm is about its foundation. Bridge program graduates, congratulations. And the reason why I'm even here today is because you are going to build something incredible. Skyscraper legacies, mansions of transformative equities, museums of impact, but what you build will only stand the test of time if you lay your foundation. Let me explain this because I'm not a construction guy, so I get it. I get it. Your foundation is more simply put as your sense of purpose. Notice that I didn't say your blueprint, right? That's what you want to be. I said, know your purpose. I'll give you an example. I had my blueprint. I was gonna be a political science degree major. I was gonna go to law school, do the community activism thing, do local government, state government, and then, your boy was gonna be a US senator. But here's a secret about adulthood that I'm gonna tell just y'all. Statistically, your blueprint will change multiple times. You're gonna change degrees, you're gonna change relationships, you're gonna change maybe colleges and careers. You are going to have different blueprints by the time you grow older, and that's okay, it's okay. In fact, my blueprint looked way different than my original. I changed majors twice, settling on communication and rhetoric. The women that I figured were going to be my all in all, they weren't. And I married a beautiful woman now, and we're starting a family. I taught 2 years at an inner city school before moving here to St. Louis, Missouri, right here in Ferguson, to run a nonprofit. Law school, lawyer, government, nonprofit. Here's the second secret to adulthood. Most people have no idea what they're doing with anything. And that's also okay. Because most people, if they were to tell you how did they withstand their storms when their blueprints have changed, when life was crazy and hectic, what people don't tell you is that my blueprint changed because my grandmother, who was dear to me, she passed away, and I was so depressed and wrecked that I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't even apply to law school, and I couldn't study for the LSAT. But I'm here today because I know my purpose. I'm gonna make this as practical as I possibly can. Your purpose is really made of two things. If you take notes, write this down. Principles, people. If you know your principles and you know your people, you're gonna lay your foundation and you're gonna know your sense of purpose. Right around the corner from where we're recording today, Michael Brown was shot dead. His body, that image of him laying on the ground for hours, is still sketched in my head. I remember laying on my dorm room floor, trying to make sense of it all, when I got a phone call from someone who asked me to speak at a rally at my school, Wake Forest University. They said, Darius, we want you to write a poem and a speech. We want you to come help. And so when I came to that rally and I stood up on that stage with that same passion and conviction in my heart, I spoke about racial inequity and solutions. And I provided a little bit of hope and motivation for those who were there during a time that was extremely difficult. As I got off stage, I was greeted with friendly faces. One of my brothers, black brother, he dapped me up, gave me a huge hug. He was like, man, thank you, that was great. And I said, man, it's all good. And as I'm walking away, I remember hearing a commotion behind me. See, I was just trying to clear my head. I just needed to take for a walk, but I was hearing something. And so when I turned, that same friend who had just dapped up, he was yelling and spitting words of hate at this reporter guy, this white reporter, who was known to write highly controversial, highly critical and dismissive blogs about the work we were doing on campus around racial injustice. Pointed posts that passive-aggressively spoke about how me and my friends were ruining campus, like how similar activists were ruining America. He's what my generation would call a hater. But in all realness, words can hurt. And I remember feeling that storm each and every time he posted a blog. And I remember talking to my friends, and that friend who was yelling at him, I knew that hurt. That he felt misunderstood and unheard. Yet in that moment, as I'm walking now back towards the scenes, as I'm seeing the hatred and pain in his eyes, I saw him make a choice. And I remember him shoving this white dude, telling him that his kind are not welcome here. He started firing off curse words, and he started really going in and going off on all the white people present. That pain comes from a real place. But let me help you bridge some understanding to this. This idea of principles in our sense of purpose. Principles, virtues, convictions, you can call it what you want. At the end of the day, these are the things that are impressed on your heart. And one of the principles that I live by is called justice. Notice, I did not say vengeance, nor did I say hating injustice. There's a huge difference, believe it or not, between justice and hating injustice as it regards the idea of a principle. See, hating injustice, or even hating an unjust action, hating racism, hating sexism, hating human trafficking, hating homophobia, hating corruption. The list goes on. If you lay your foundation upon these things they seemingly seem good, but don't lay it on justice, you're going to find yourself becoming the very thing that you hate. Unjust. That's why I tell you the principle you're looking for is justice. See, justice, it longs for truth. It longs for action like humans long for love. It stands against injustice wherever it stands, and it speaks truth with power, conviction, urgency, and is followed by an uncompromising action. It pushes back against those opposed to justice, challenging their very hearts to the core. It can cause entire systems to react, but what justice does not do is bully. Hatred does that. So in that moment of the storm, as I'm witnessing not just the storm of what's going on with Mike Brown, but now the storm of this moment with my friend, I was challenged to my core because I felt his actions were unjust. No one deserves to be treated that way. It was contrary to the very idea of justice in which we were fighting for that same day. So I stood up to my friend. I began to get questioned by peers after I spoke up against my friend and called him out for that. They started questioning whether or not I was black enough. They started questioning my motives. Do I even actually care about justice? And to be honest with you, I lost some friends that day. Bridge candidates, this was a storm. And I stood on my principle of justice, and to be honest with you, in that moment, it felt like my house was going to come crashing down. But here's what happens when you stand on your purpose. I actually had a conversation later that week with that same white reporter, the one who was saying all those things, hurtful and harmful words about me and my friends. We actually had a private conversation in my dorm room. And although we went at it, man, we disagreed about life, politics, just all bunch of things around racial injustice. We had a conversation. And then we had another one. And then we had another conversation, and before I knew it, this young man had become not just a friend, but an ally. Now, this isn't about what's right and wrong. This is about the principle that I stood on, because at the end of the day, that principle was justice. And it allowed me to open a new door that he never thought could be opened. Bridge class of 2022. You are going to endure storms. In fact, man, they're going to hit you hard and fast like Mike Tyson. But the question is not what you want to build. Rather, in those moments where the storms feel worse, the question is your principles. When the world is feeling like it is crashing down upon you and you can't quite understand and see what's going to happen next, it's in those moments that when you stand upon your principles, that what you are building will stand its test of time. Lay your foundation, know your principles. Second, know your people. Leadership, how can I put this? Leadership ain't Twitter. Leadership is not Instagram, it ain't Snapchat, it's not TikTok. Translation, leadership isn't about who follows you. Instead, real leadership, it's about who you follow. When I say people, when I say leaders, leadership, what I mean when I say people you follow, what I mean is these are your friends, these are your mentors, these is your closest circle of people. These are the people who see you as a window, meaning that they see through your BS and they hand you that Windex when it's time to get yourself together. They say the hardest things with the principle of love in their hearts because they are there to see you build. That's something incredible that we all know you're capable of building. They're going to equip you with what you need, not what you want, and they're going to stand with you in your darkest and lowest moments as much as they're going to be there in your highest celebrations. I had a mentor like this. Man, and I screwed up, man. I was a knucklehead back in high school. I knew this because she looked at me and she looked straight through my soul when I sat down in her classroom. Her eyes were so fiery, but she didn't yell at me. Her face was piercing, but she did not belittle me. She was angry at me. But when she finally spoke, her words were full of a grace and wisdom of an old church, a black church mother. She said this to me. Darius, I get feeling deeply wounded by racism and prejudice, but never have I treated others with contempt. See, justice is what I too seek and desire with every part of my being, but I refuse to become unjust. God watches you, young man, and he has great plans for your life, but if you walk the road of hatred, then you will miss out on seeing the justice, the very justice you desire. Let me put this in context, right? That same day, I had a white peer of mine say something really stupid. That's all I'm going to say about that. And during the time where I'm just now learning to really hate racism and learning a lot of these issues, I had become very bitter towards his classmates. So when he said that stupid thing, I went off on him. I mean, I let him have it. And I got in pretty bad trouble, but I let him have it. Does that sound familiar, though? Look, I'm no saint. I promise you that. But I learned my principles from a young age. I found my people from a young age, and I knew my sense of purpose so strong that when I was walking back to that scene where I saw my friend's anger and hurt. When I had to stand face to face with him and I had to stand on justice in that moment, I remembered my mentor's words. And there was a strength there. The same strength that when I was speaking passionately on stage just a moment before, it's the same strength when I spoke to him. That was a storm. I'm now old enough to be that person for someone else. It's what I get to do every day at Life Arts. It's what I get to do every day in my life. And I remember so vividly one of my favorite mentees, a young man, friend, he's a student, intern of Life Arts. He's like a little brother, my brother Daniel. He came to me after what happened with George Floyd. And he was fiery, he was angry, he was upset. I got it. That pain, that hurt, that struggle. His tears told a familiar story of trauma, pain, and passion for justice. You know what I did? I told him to lay his foundation, then I hung up the phone on him. True story. I called him back, though, this time. I wasn't my mentor. I wasn't going to just leave him hanging. I called him back, and I wasn't making light of the situation, but I wanted him to see something. And I just smiled. Even in my own pain, I smiled. And then I showed him a picture, a familiar picture, a beach house standing tall amongst ruins. I shared stories speaking out against injustice, offering him practical solutions, telling him about the work in which we're doing every day and how he can join that. I spoke of justice, but I did not speak of vengeance. See, Daniel wanted to be a rapper. That was his blueprint. But his sense of justice didn't change. What his foundation was, especially when he began to move on from being a rapper. That conversation was back in 2020, and I saw him use that principle of justice, that advice that he received from myself and others, that's his people. He used that to lay his foundation, and he began to build something that was incredible. You want to know how I know it was incredible? One morning last fall, I received a phone call, and I made a noise that I've never let out before in my life. Daniel had passed away suddenly in his sleep. And I remember that day just being like a blur. And to be real with you all for a moment, I'm crying now because I still haven't really processed the fact that my little bro isn't here today. But I got to see something at his funeral. I got to see that something, the thing in which he was building. There were hundreds of people I've never seen or even knew that Daniel knew. And I thought I knew everything about this brother. And if you were to ask them, what was the one thing about Daniel that they remembered, they would say his humor, and how his humor and the ways in which he served others represented the principles of love and justice that stood strong in his heart. Even against the storm of death, Daniel's legacy, what he built. He wasn't a lawyer. He wasn't a politician. He wasn't even executive director of a nonprofit. I mean, this dude was just Daniel. But that legacy, it remains untouched because he cared and served everyone. That's justice. His foundation was laid. He knew his people. It was clear that his legacy would stand the test of time, even against death. Class of 2022. The storms will come. The question is, who do you follow? Your parents, your leaders, closest friends, bridge coordinators, mentors, they've all taught you these lessons, these virtues, these convictions, these principles for you to stand on in those moments when the storm hits. And when you lean on them, You will find yourself firmly laid on your foundation when you remember their words like I did. You will then remember your purpose when the storm is the worst. In conclusion, you all are going to become great builders. You're going to build something that will transform this world for the better, way past me in my old age. Every lesson that you learn from this program, every committed connection that you have with your mentors as you go on to college and discover those core principles and you find new leaders, new friends to follow, your new people, I encourage you, just as my mentors did, to lay your foundation. Live first with your purpose in mind. And I say this because the storms will come. And what you're going to build is going to be tested. I say this because I want your legacies to stand the test of time. Class of 2022, lay your foundation and then go on and build that something incredible.
Mr. Williams, we can't thank you enough for sharing your journey and experience with us. Your passion is undeniable, and I think I can speak for all of us that you have inspired each of us tuned in today.
I couldn't agree more. His words will undoubtedly stay with us along our journey to success.
Darius, I'm in agreement with Charles and Laura. We are all moved by your heart for our students and dedication to improving the quality of life for all in our community. Now, it's time for one of our favorite parts of the ceremony, the time to recognize our 2022 graduating seniors. The senior courting ceremony has always been a sacred part of our award ceremony that provides students the well-deserved recognition and honor they've worked so hard for. Each of you should have received your cords in the mail to wear during your graduation processional. Today, we wear our cords for you. But before we move forward, we have a special message from Susan Stith of Cigna.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, I'm Susan Stith. I'm the Vice President of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, Civic Affairs, and the Foundation at Cigna. To the Chancellor, to Mrs. Smalls, to the Bridge Program staff, and all the family and friends that have gathered virtually today, on behalf of Express Scripts, which is now a Cigna company, and all of the thousands of employees here in St. Louis and across the country, as well as the millions of employees and people that we serve every day, I thank you for including us in today's occasion. I am deeply humbled and honored to be a part of the celebration that celebrates the hard work, the dedication, and accomplishments of all of these students. And so far, it's been a great celebration. But I have to pause for just a moment because I want to offer a special congratulations to all of the graduating seniors that are with us today. You are, by far, a very special group. And I want you to know that we are all here because of and in support of each of you. I'm sure all of us can agree that this UMSL Bridge program is an extraordinary program that produces extraordinary students and extraordinary results. In fact, there aren't many college readiness programs that can say that they have a 100% success rate of ensuring students attend college, but this program can. UMSL and Cigna share a common focus, and that's on educating the workforce of the future, and that's all of you here today. This program is producing our future doctors and lawyers, teachers, pharmacists, engineers, professors, entrepreneurs, and dare I say, one or two chancellors. Each of you is already well on your way to success because you made the commitment to be in and to complete this program. And that's why Cigna continues to support the program, and we have been for the past 8 years. Before his death in 1941, the famous children's book author and illustrator Dr. Seuss had written 46 books, some with titles that we all know and love, from Green Eggs and Ham to How the Grinch Stole Christmas and so many more. But there was one book in particular that resonated with me and with my family as my children were growing up, and that's because it talked about this very simple message about the journey of life, and it's about perseverance, about getting through when there are obstacles and when you're facing hardships and adversity, And it's about getting to the other side when there's life's hang-ups and bang-ups. And of course, that book is Oh, the Places We Will Go. So in closing, let me leave you with just a few lines. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any which way you choose. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So to all of you, go out there and take that mountain because you're on your way. Again, congratulations to all of you from the Express Scripts and Cigna family.
Thank you, Susan. The Bridge program has been fortunate to establish a strong partnership with Cigna's parent company, Express Scripts, in 2007, which led to the largest donation received to support the university's college access efforts with a $2.5 million donation. That significant gift provided the opportunity to enhance and strengthen the reach of the UMSL Bridge Program's Saturday Academy program. And now, through the most recent and generous donation from Cigna, we are proud recipients of a $200,000 gift to further support our college access efforts to impact the St. Louis community and beyond. We continue to remain committed to breaking barriers that impede a successful transition to college. Students and parents, our promise to you is to remain committed to preparing your students in advance while supporting you during this journey. Your students remain a point of pride, and we are excited to share with you a mere glimpse of their greatness. Our rigorous college preparation courses ensures that every student has a success plan. We are proud to report that we have maintained a 100% college application completion rate. At least 55% of our seniors have been accepted to 4 or more institutions of their choosing to date. Our 2022 graduating Bridge seniors have been admitted to more than 120 plus colleges and universities and other institutions of higher education nationwide. And I'm very proud to say that more than 60% of our students are admitted to UMSL yearly.
Through our parent and student programming, 100% of our student participants have completed the FAFSA. 70% of our Bridge seniors have received 2 or more scholarship offers, with 15% having received full tuition scholarship offers thus far. As a result of their hard work, this year's UMSL Bridge Program senior class has been offered an astonishing $3 million and counting in scholarship support from various institutions nationwide. We are proud that we can continue to state that since 2003, the Bridge Program maintains a 100% high school graduation and post-secondary matriculation rate.
Bridge students, this is why we're here to honor and commend your achievements. As we move into this portion of the program, in lieu of the applause that would typically occur right now if we were in person, we ask all of the guests viewing right now to flood the live chat with congratulatory remarks or images to celebrate this year's 2022 Bridge Program graduates. To all of the participating Saturday Academy students, we will continue to applaud your successes well beyond today. We are simply in awe of your motivation, persistence, and resilience to overcome the many challenges presented to you for more than a year now. You are unstoppable and well-equipped to achieve your dreams without hesitation. You simply inspire us all.
I used to be afraid of giving up. The road was just too tough. Out here on my own, my path was so long. But now I see clearly is reaching up to the sky and see the world with open eyes. You can't let it pass you, just reach out and grasp it. Now's the time to take a chance. With the strength of 1,000 men, climbing to my feet again. Draw those tears from your eyes, and everything will be alright. You know the rainbow's just inside. Dust your wings off as you ride. If your heart feels overwhelmed, just know you're never by yourself. Put your hand in mine, put your head up high, and together we'll ride. We'll ride. We'll ride. We'll ride. Ever lift your head up to the sky and find yourself asking why? Never seeing eye to eye with the hardships of life. But faith is where my heart is. Let energy replace my doubts. Don't let my trials get the best of me. I'm reaching forward to my destiny. You can't let it pass you, just reach out and grasp it. Now's the time to take a chance. With the strength of 1,000 men running through my feet again. Dry those tears from your eyes, and everything will be alright. You know the rainbow's just inside. Lift your wings off as you rise. And if your heart feels overwhelmed, just know you're never by yourself. Put your head in mine, put your head up high, and together we'll rise. We'll rise. We'll rise. We'll rise. If your heart feels overwhelmed, just know you're never by yourself. Put your hand in mine, put your head up high, and together we'll ride. We'll ride. We'll ride. We'll ride. Ever lift your head up to the sky and find yourself asking why? Never seeing eye to eye with the hardships of life. But faith is where my heart is. Let energy replace my doubts. Don't let my trials get the best of me. I'm reaching forward to my destiny. You can't let it pass you, just reach out and grasp it. Now's the time to take a chance. With the strength of 1,000 men running through my feet again. Dry those tears from your eyes, and everything will be alright. You know the rainbow's just inside. Lift your wings off as you rise. And if your heart feels overwhelmed, just know you're never by yourself. Put your head in mine, put your head up high, and together we'll rise.
2022 seniors, we absolutely couldn't be more proud of you. As you close one chapter and begin to write the next one, know that everything you need is within you. You have what it takes, and we know that you are revolutionary leaders of the future. So now, we ask that you put your senior cord around your neck and share a few pictures with us on social media. Forge your path and make history. Our program motto is more than a tagline. It's at the core of all we do. Engage, empower, educate. I have the joy of working alongside this extraordinary group of people, and I'd like you to hear from them on how these words are put into action on a daily basis. I'd like to leave you with a quote by Albert Schweitzer. At times, our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. We owe you, our students, parents, and campus and community partners, a deep gratitude for continuing to ignite our passion to transform lives.
The UMSL Bridge program engages students through activities and experiences that support both their academic and personal growth. Students are encouraged to explore their interests, identify their strengths, and ultimately discover their passion.
The UMSL Bridge program empowers students to keep striving to be the best version of themselves no matter what obstacles come their way. Our goal is to empower students to be the change agents and leaders in their respective communities.
The UMSL Bridge program educates students on their college and career options and strategies to strengthen their academic skill sets, regardless of their background. In this global unifying era, we recognize our greatest power is our education. And because of that, we are dedicated to all students being champions of their own success.
On behalf of the University of Missouri St. Louis Bridge program team, we thank each of you for joining us today. Thank you again, Mr. Darius Williams, for sharing your heart with us today. To all of our peers, we congratulate you all on all of your many successes and are excited about your future accomplishments.
Thank you to Express Scripts Cigna and all the members of the UMSL Bridge program team. Fellow Bridge students, even though I am a senior and will be beginning my college journey in the fall, I hope that you continue to take advantage of the many program offerings available to you through the UMSL Bridge program. Please visit UMSL Bridge program website for more information to engage, empower, and educate more students like ourselves to join the college-going culture. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see you soon.